Hi Blu-rays! If you've got the urge to escape this reality, this dimension, please keep watching. Hi and welcome back. I want to talk about a little bit of a trait I've noticed in some of the Blu-rays I've come across on the internet and so forth, and that is this urge to escape, to be saved, to escape to another planet, all of that sort of stuff. Because essentially we're all here because we chose to be here. We chose to come here into this dimension, into this earth plane, into this physical being, and to grow and to experience life. And we've come here to use our higher understanding, our spirituality, but to embody it in our lives and to, bring it into this reality. That's how you heighten the vibration of a planet, is by people bringing it into that dimension, not by people trying to get away from it. So it's really important, if you actually want to be a light worker or make a difference or impact, our reality, our society and things like that, that you actually embrace why we're here. It's really, really important, and wanting to go back to Sirius or some other planet isn't what you came here to do, to zap yourself out of here. You came here to embody who you are and your spiritual wisdom and things like that. And yes, Blu-rays do have a lot of spiritual wisdom, but they can also be introverts. So the tendency is to keep quiet, to step back, to withdraw, to isolate themselves and things like that. And I know those patterns very well. I've had a lifetime of isolating myself when things get painful or uncomfortable, because yes, I'm sensitive and I find it difficult, and my first instinct is to go somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Oh, that's the cat. In the middle of nowhere and just hang out in nature and avoid anything denser or vibrationally less harmonious. But I also know that that's not what I'm here to do. So yeah, please remember that. You're here to empower yourselves, to embody your spiritual wisdom and to bring it into this dimension and to share it, not to run away, escape, hide. That time is over. The reason I started making Blu-ray videos is because the time for hiding is done. It's dusted. It's finished. It's time to step up in your full humanity and that full beauty, and have compassion for yourself and all of your human traits, mistakes, the whole lot. You need to love yourself through that. And then you will start bringing in the spiritual wisdom, because you'll be in a state of love and forgiveness and openness, and then things will start flowing very naturally. But by withdrawing, hiding, separating yourself from humanity, you don't actually achieve anything. So that's not what we came here to do. We came here to be like way showers, to go ahead of the indigos, who are they shake things up much more. They have this innate kind of confidence and inner belief, and they know that from a very young age. Whereas Blu-rays kind of came in going, holy heck, this is very weird what's going on here. I don't agree with how people treat each other or people behave. And often felt very uncomfortable with that. Some of them actually become total hermits and just try not to interact with people at all. And some, keep it to what they have to do and avoid it the rest of the time, which is so totally understandable. But as the vibrations shift, and also here on the planet, we can watch the acting out of the opposites, of the duality. We have freedom and awareness and love, and then we have control and power and greed and anger, and the two are doing a dance that they've been doing through the eons. But the truth, the love, the caring, the kindness, that's becoming stronger, because people are sick of this other way of being. They don't want to interact with that. But the only way to change it is to actively step into life and to be who you are. That doesn't mean you have to go around and preach and tell everybody what they should be doing, because most people actually just straight away go, nah, you're talking shit, you're crazy. Don't want to know. The way to do it is to actually embody it and live it by example. Connect with other people who feel the way you do, who want to grow that. And your pure joy, your happiness, your self-love, your self-acceptance, your self-empowerment shine. That will glow. And people will notice, and they will start paying attention, and they will look at how you live, the choices you make, what you do. And as they do that more and more, they are inspired, which is actually far more effective than words, you know. It's far more empowering. Embody it, be it, live it, breathe it, do it, you know. And you will inspire people, because that's just how it works. If we look at history, and, you know, I mean, the Bible's probably misrepresented a few things, but if you look at Jesus, for example, you know, he was most likely a very enlightened being. But he didn't run around going, listen to me, I know, and you have to listen, and things like that. That wasn't his way. He did. He gave, he shared. He was with people, and people naturally felt drawn to his energy, and he made a huge impact on humanity, you know. I mean, that was an era where people did some pretty horrendous things to each other, and it was pretty brutal, which it is now too. It's just a more civilized way of being brutal now, whereas then it was more raw and in person and things like that. But, you know, you look at the impact he made without standing up and preaching to people all the time. He had his loyal followers who connected with him and what he was saying and doing, and that was great. But they chose to do that, you know. So, you know, that's just an example from history. Quite often our most phenomenal teachers didn't actually run around telling people how they should live. They just embodied it and did it. And that's something I just want to bring up here. I don't want to tell people how to live either, but I do want to encourage you to really live, to really embody this wisdom, this spiritual inner knowing you have as a Blu-ray. It's natural. It's who you are. So bring it in and live it and breathe it and be the example, be the vibration. The more people who do that, the higher the vibration will rise in human beings, because people affect each other and impact each other. Energy affects each other. Years ago, I did a meditation and had a sort of a out-of-body experience, and in that experience, I saw how far our energy actually goes. It doesn't just end there, where, you know, people draw auras and that's it. It just goes out and it sort of thins out and intermingles, but it doesn't end anywhere. So, you know, that's how big an effect each person has and what they express, who they are. That doesn't mean you have to be perfect. Be kind to yourself. We're also human, and we're very, very real in that, and we have fears and we have insecurities and all those sort of things that we learn here as children, you know. And it takes some time to process those and deal with those, and the only way to do that is to love yourself through them. If you experience fear, if you experience insecurity, if you experience hurt, allow yourself to feel it. And it will pass much quicker, and you'll come back into a more open, receptive spiritual space again. So, yeah, this whole ramble, this whole talk is really essentially, it sort of makes me very sad when I see people on Facebook and that, and, you know, they want to just return to their home planet or whatever. I'm not hugely focused on that. That's not my thing. I know we've all had lots of incarnations in various different systems, dimensions, galaxies, whatever, but I'm not focused on the past there. I'm focusing on where we're going and why we're here. And that is what I think matters. That's why we've all come here, and that's why we feel connected, and that's why we feel drawn to each other. And that's why I set up the Facebook group. But yeah, it is for sharing, for warmth, for kindness. That's why I set it up, to connect, not to prove anything, not to be better than anyone. Blue rays aren't better than any of the other rays. They're just different, and they have their own beauty, their own song to give to the whole universe, their own energy to bring forth, to bring into society, into being. And the rainbow rays, the indigos, the crystal children, all of them have their own unique gift, and all of them, it's vital. It's really important that all those rays express that. That's why they came in under that vibration, through that vibration. So yeah, so please don't be hard on yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. If you feel jealous, angry, hurt, whatever, that's okay. Being human is what we came here to do and to embrace, and fighting it won't make it go away. Embracing it and going, okay, what's going on within me now, and allowing yourself to feel, that will make it pass through. So anyway, please be kind to each other, please be loving to each other, and please love who you are. That's, my biggest request in this whole video is just please love all of who you are. Blue rays have a beautiful vibration. It's a fairly peaceful vibration. It's a little bit introspective. It's kind and naturally very loving and accepting. And that is possibly why they have a hard time in life, because other people take advantage of that. But being empowered means that you're also empowered enough to say no. It's okay to do that. If somebody's treating you badly, it's okay to say no thank you and, go. So that's empowerment. It's about making healthy, good, strong choices for yourself, for your being, for your well-being, and to just empower yourself in all this amazing dimension that we live in. It's pretty awesome, really. It's a pretty incredible place, and we can achieve so much here, and we can, as we vibrate at a higher level, we can affect what's around us. It's a bit of a playground, like the law of attraction. The clearer we get, the better that works for us, and the more we can play with it, so to speak, at manifesting it, creating it, things like that. So do enjoy it, do have fun with it, try not to get too serious about it all, and take loving care of yourself and each other, please. So lots of love, everyone, and I'll see you all in my next video.